this town, there are all sorts of rules you gotta play by.
I think something in Erie Harbor is making people sick.
And they've been covering this up for years.
Hi, Dana. I'm Pedro from Spain. How are you doing?
Hi, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so great to meet you. So this is a new season of Home Before Dark, and there's a new mystery, new ominous mystery, but it's also a continuation of the investigation of last season. So how do you approach the writing of a sophomore year, and what are the biggest challenges in doing so?
Well, I would say for me, the most important thing is to surround yourself with other brilliant writers who I had many of on the show who are absolutely incredible. And, we started off just kind of with these very core tenets. In season 1, I always used to say to the writers, when will I laugh? When will I cry? When am I going to have chills? And why do I have to watch the next episode? So I knew that was how I wanted the show to feel. And so we kind of started with that again in season 2. But I also was saying to everybody, the thing that really worked for me about the show was how much I cared about the mystery. It wasn't just that there were good plot points or that it was bingey, which it was, and there were, but it was because the plot points and the binginess was stemming also from something really deeply emotional. Hildy was trying to save her dad, which is such a universal and profoundly felt thing. So the real challenge in season 2 was to come up with a mystery that felt as emotional as the one in season 1. And we just kind of all looked around us and started talking about the things that we cared about and, the things that we were seeing in the real world that made us feel emotional. And that's kind of how we started with our big mystery for season 2.
Great. So I want to know how fun it is to write for a character like Hildy. And, how do you find the balance to write a character that's so brilliant and an old soul and speaks like an adult, and at the same time she's a little girl? So how do you find that balance, and what does Brooklynn contribute to the character to make it work so well?
These are the best questions, Pedro. I feel like you should come work the show. You totally get it. Done. The show is, I think, as good as it is because of the talents of all the actors on the show. And for us, it was really important to not have Hildy be so brilliant that she has a superpower. I think for me, the really important thing was she's a superhero because she works hard and because she never gives up. And I also really felt it was important to show that she's also, as you say, a little girl, because, my daughter is very smart, very brave, all of these things, and can do all sorts of stuff that I don't expect her to be able to do. But she loves unicorns and sparkles and, princess dresses. And I'm like, whew, that's hard for me as your feminist mom, but all right, let's go for it. And so what that taught me, and, a lot of the creators of the show, Dara has a daughter, Joy has a daughter, we sort of learned that little girls can be all of those things, and one doesn't have to take away from the other. So I think what we try really hard to do is never have Hildy use really sophisticated language. What we want her to do is actually just talk like a kid, but what is emotional is that she gets to the core of the truth of something in a way that the adults around her don't really expect and can sometimes take your breath away. So that's sort of the key to that character. And Brooklynn, is so inspirational to all of us on this show because she's incredibly empathetic. She's very emotional. She feels things very deeply. And so, it's sort of a partnership. And we would say to her, don't ever do anything that you don't want to do. She's a child. She shouldn't be doing anything she doesn't want to do. So if you don't think Hildy should cry in this moment, don't cry. It's up to you. You are this character. And, she was so much a part of the way the character was born that I actually looked to her to tell me, how do you think Hildy would act in this moment? And so, we go through the episodes with her mom, who is an incredible acting coach and who knows Brooklynn obviously better than anybody. And, when we get to a scene where something happens that doesn't ring true, we talk about it, we figure out why, and we change it. So Brooklynn is amazing.
Yeah, she's amazing. So that's my time.
Pedro!
I have to wrap it up. I have 1,000 questions, so I hope I have the chance to talk to you again soon and ask them all. So it
You're
was great
amazing.
meeting
Thank you for being
Thank
such
you.
a keen viewer. I really
amazing.
appreciate it. I can tell that
Yeah.
you like actually
Yeah,
kept the show.
I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the show a lot. I'm looking forward to see the rest of the season because I didn't have time to watch all the screeners. So
Oh, please! I would love to hear how you think about it, though.
Yes, I'm dying to see it. So good luck with the show.
Okay, good. Thank you, Pedro.
Have a great
Thanks
day.
for
Take
being
care.
here.
Thank you.
You too.
We're young, but we are not stupid. I'm not afraid of you! Not stop her from speaking the truth.